Hello everybody, I'm InTheLittleWood, also known as Martin. Welcome back to the channel. I have a potato mic because right now I am in Venice, Italy on my honeymoon. I'm a married man now. Hey, there we go. Nettie's still getting ready before we head out for the day, so it means that just luckily, if it happened, it happened. If it didn't, it didn't. But the Season 8 has just launched right this very second, and I want to jump in straight away and have a go with it. So we got the brand new Battle Pass for Season 8. That's what we're going to check out in this video. And because I'm on a laptop with a trackpad and everything, I'm not going to be able to jump into the playground mode and really properly show you around it all, so you can watch somebody else's video for that. But I just wanted to give my sort of like first impressions and opinions on what I think of this brand new Battle Pass. So starting off, we have got the first of the reactive skins known, actually tell you what, I'm just going to do collect all and close so we can go through properly in order. Let's go all the way back to page 1. So first and foremost, we have got Blackheart, and apparently it comes in 11 styles. That is actually kind of ridiculous. Ooh, skeletal version. Okay, bit of a wispy, ghosty vibe going on. Various different colours of the ghost, like wisp as well. Digging that. We've got the different rarities. Oh, and then we actually get like the cloaked version as well. Ooh, okay, that's starting to get a little bit more like regal. And that's it, that's all 11 styles. That's actually really sick, and it seems as though they are tied in with weekly challenges as well as everything else. And then of course we have got hybrid, so these guys give me a real Mortal Kombat vibe, and it seems as though they come out of the brand new volcano that we've got over in the northeastern corner of the map. Which, speaking of, actually, they've moved the block from the northeast over to where the motel used to be, and somehow Risky Reels is back, which is really cool. So that completely renders my recap rep completely invalid, which is great. We've got the GG Snake Spray. I think a lot of people are going to be using that. I'm digging that because there is an entirely new temple area, which I really like. In fact, it's actually quite reminiscent of the temple area that we had in Realm Royale, if anybody played that Battle Royale game. So I really like that. We have got Scallywags, a little pirate ship banner, which is pretty sick, or I guess a sail. We've got the tropical camo, which I actually see a lot of people using. Honestly, I really like it. I think it's not too popping, so you're going to be able to sort of blend in a bit more. It looks really cool. Then we have got the flying standard as a contrail. I don't know how I feel about that one. Normally the contrails are very elongated, aren't they? And they almost like leave the camera's view, but I feel like this might be like some of the other ones where it will awkwardly be in the middle of the camera and actually block a lot of line of sight. Because if you look from this angle here, anything that is above the character or beneath the character technically to the left might start to get shrouded over, but we'll see how that goes. We've got a little the Brood icon. It almost looks like an icon for like, are they called the Shanghai Dragons in the Overwatch League? Kind of looks a little bit like that. And then of course we've got the Cobra back bling, which looks sick, so if anybody wants to rock it as Jafar, then they are going to be very much welcome to do so. We've got an adorable sunshine icon, which actually, the weather here and the weather on our wedding day, bear in mind it was February, has been nothing but blue skies and sunshine. We have been so lucky these last few days that, like, that one I'm all about right now. We've got a good old jellyfish, pretty cool, XP share. We've got the Isle of Treasure, and this is something that I wanted to point out actually, so if you haven't seen it yet, we'll watch the cinematic maybe at the end of the video, but I feel really disappointed that in the patch notes there doesn't seem to be any kind of emphasis on treasure maps or chests or anything like that, or X marks the spot is actually like the tagline of the whole season. But in the patch notes it doesn't seem as though there's any kind of mechanics for that inside of the game. Like, you know, maybe once per game there'll be a really special supply drop which is going to give you a guaranteed legendary, you know what I mean? But nothing like that seems to be inside of the game so far. Ooh! You know for a fact, by the way, that the Season 8 recap wrap is going to be something like this, but with some extra thud on it. Oh, it's going to be good, dude. I really like this music, actually. Like, I really like it. Da 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 da. Oh, cool. Literally looking outside my window and seeing boats going by and having this music on means that this is like the perfect setting for Season 8 for me right now. We've got the palm tree icon. We have got their hello friend. That is ridiculous. It looks like they almost lose a finger in the wave. Ugh, it's weird. We of course got the peeled banana, and if you haven't seen it from the teasers, there is a banana skin, so we'll wait for that in just a few moments. The Sky Serpent, again, looking very Jafari, looking very Agrabah vibed. Really liking that. It's interesting that they've decided to not connect the two by the center, not even just with like one little like strand of metal or gold or even like a bar or something. So that's kind of interesting. We have got number 16 for the Octo Pirate, quite cute, digging that. Typical banner icon of a pirate, the skull and bones. This one's interesting. So they've gone ahead and sort of reworked the dog from before and made a wooden version of it, kind of like almost like a Toy Story, Kingdom Hearts kind of vibe to it. So I'm actually kind of into it, and I really like actually its little treasure chest and the little scroll that it's got beneath it. I really, really like that. Seems to be reactive as well. You see the little icon just there. So, oh, sorry, styles even. So I guess we'll see the later styles in a moment. We got the Mermaid Spray, pretty dope. Oh my god. Has there ever been a contrail that's more perfect for me? Couple of clovers, slight vine vibe going on, right on my wrists and ankles. Perfect. Alright, what else we got? Sergeant Green Clover. I feel like that's really old now, but sure, we'll go with that. We've got this one as well, the Master Portal. So this is actually reactionary, this one. So basically, depending on the amount of kills you've got, I think it slowly opens, and potentially, I'm going to guess, the colour of the portal may even change as well, but we at least know it's reactive to some extent. Just says, changes style. Oh, no, wait! It's changed style based on the number of chests opened in a match. Oh, that's so cool. And it's part of a key force set, whatever that means. We've got the Snake Pit set, and you can see like this slight alteration of the Calamity skin. Don't know if I'm overly feeling that one. I guess it's kind of like that Indiana Jonesy vibe going on, and it's a slight rework, but I don't know. That's my least favourite one that I've seen so far. We got the 4-leaf clover, pretty cool. We got the dance mat, which I really, really like. So we got the cardboard sheet thrown out. I did see actually that someone has actually proposed that at the next Olympic Games, so not the 2020 in Japan, but the one after it, they want to have breakdancing as an Olympic sport, which I think would be dope. We got a bouncy ball. That's pretty cool. You know for sure that they're going to say like, bounce a bouncy ball off of 3 different cars as like a weekly challenge, so keep an eye out for that one. Driftwood, very cool looking skin. It's kind of similar to the one that we already have, but of course it's got that slightly more matte look to it, and obviously it has this slight, you know, scratches and indents on it. Really simple glider, but in terms of its colourings, actually fits really nicely with the brand new Volcano POI, which again, I'm a little bit disappointed about that, because when you see the trailer in a moment, you'll realise that we have got like a distinct lack of transition between the cracks in the floor, and then all of a sudden, bam, Thanos snap, there's just a volcano there, and everything is just changed. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather have seen the prisoner do a ritual and then the volcano just erupt from the ground and stuff like that, but they just didn't seem to bother with that. It seems like that kind of narrative string that they had in Season 4 and tentatively into Season 5, they've just kind of dropped, which I'm kind of disappointed about. Of course, a very tropical dance, the conga. There was a conga at our wedding night, by the way. Oh my god, oh, of course they end it with a dab. It's the only thing that sort of brings that one down. Alright, we've got a red hot chili pepper. Spicy. We have got the second version of the woodsy dog. So we've got a pirate looking one. Got the typical pinstripe shirt on. I say pinstripe, regular striped shirt on. It's got a nice little collar as well. And it's even missing an eye. I didn't even realise that initially from that angle that we had. That's cool. Oh, he's even got a little bone. Oh, that's cute. Alright, then we've got the skeleton key. See, again, I thought keys and chests and treasure maps and X marks the spot. And digging, I thought digging might be a mechanic in this season, but it's just not. Ooh, the Phantasm Contrail. So obviously that's very similar to the particle effect that they've got going on inside of the skeleton skin. Really digging that. And actually, a really, really cool pickaxe. I can see that going well together with people like Valor and people like that. Granted, she wears more silver than she wears gold, but I think it would still be a good fit. The lockstep, again, touching on this chest vibe. Ooh. Oh, did it make a sound? We'll redeploy it. Oh, that's very quiet. I'm guessing that it doesn't make too much of a sound as it's coming down either, so that would actually be really cool. And again, that seems to be reactive. I'm assuming that it's going to be a case of that reacts to the chests as well, so I'm intrigued to see what reactiveness it has inside of it. Next up, we've got the Triceratops Skin, typical loading screen as you'd expect. We've got the banner icon of a treasure chest. This looks unreal, and I want this as like literally like a desktop wallpaper. Look at it, look at all the serpents and stuff. What's it called? Sunprint. So nice as a skin and a wrap. We got Woot Bonesy, pretty cool. There was a distinct lack of Jonesy with having a jaw drop in the trailer as well. I don't think we touched on that just yet, but you'll see that Jonesy just doesn't make an appearance unless he is like the pirate skin as the baseline. Snoozefest is pretty good. I see some people using that as a real insult, either if they've won a match or if they're waiting for somebody to come out of a box and then they just get them. There seems to be a long emote as well with like a perfect loop to it. I reckon that's one of those ones that you can do and leave idle. That's awesome. Speaking of idle as well, the infinite dab inside of the lobby now runs for 12 hours as opposed to 11. It's starting to become that joke now of, you know, they had to remove Herobrine from each version of Minecraft. That's, I think, Fortnite's version of it. We have got Pili. Look at him. So this guy basically ripens and changes colour over time in a match, which is interesting. So it's not actually basing all of the reactiveness on skins. He will actually, I'm guessing, start bright yellow and sort of sour to this kind of like weird beigey, greeny sort of tone as the match goes on. So if you do like a full 25-minute match, that's how that's going to work. What does that say? Nana Nana. I want to see someone take the My Chemical Romance song, you know, the na 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 na, and then just edit in like a sick like Pili montage over the top of it. I think that's going to be a really popular skin. Where is its head though? Like, if you shot this top bit here, would that count as its head? Or would you only say like the face area? Who knows? Anyway, moving on. We got the Love Ranger, pretty sick, like that. We have got the hybrid skin as a wallpaper straight away. Typically, they don't tend to give you too many wallpapers of the skins from the current season. It tends to be what you had last season brought all the way through, which is quite cool. We've got a little fox icon because over here we have the brand new fox pet, which is really, really adorable. It's almost got like little flight goggles on as well. I don't know if anybody remembers a show, if they grew up in the UK, but there's a show where, what was it? An old lady had a dog called like Pippin or something, and she would take it on planes every so often. That was pretty cool. We got the ancient mask icon. Don't see anybody throwing that emoticon out this. I feel like the emoticons need to say something. I never feel as though the emoticons do much for the game of Fortnite. So, I don't know. Oh, yes! Now, if you remember from the last season, when we first got the fish stick skin, remember the glider that we got with it, like kind of like a reef? It played this song, and now we have the full mix of it as lobby music. La 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 la. Tropical cause it's fun. Oh, that's so perfect. We have got the lockpick pickaxe. Looks sick, looks dope. Looks like something you might have had in like Bastion. Everybody remember that game? Looks like something you'd have inside of that. That's pretty cool. We have got a weird cockroach. That doesn't spell well for us. I like to read into these things more because they do typically mean something. Is there going to be some kind of humongous apocalypse in Season 8? And that's why the cockroaches are there, because they're the only thing that will survive. I guess we'll have to wait and see. We've got the GG jellyfish. That'll get used for sure. The Larva Contrail. Oh my god, hold on a minute. Let me try and scroll around to it. Look at that. I honestly thought the streaks might go further, but I'm fine with like a little bit. It's a nice alteration to the ones where it has like the massive rockets and shoots out the smoke, doesn't it? We've got a reptile dragon scale one for the weapon skins, all part of that brood set for the hybrid skin, digging that. We've got the end is nigh. See? Apocalypse, I'm telling you man, apocalypse is happening. We've got a whale. Will a whale just cause a massive tsunami and that will cause the apocalypse? Normally, I don't know. Cockroaches are normally after like nuclear blasts, so who knows? Oh my god. So I'm guessing that this dance looks best when you're using the banana skin. Oh my god. That's going to be a victory dance for sure for a load of people. Really like this one, the spray collage that we had a couple seasons ago. I'm glad they've done another one because, again, it looks sick. We got another version of the fox as well. Almost looks more like a cat from some angles. Until you see that elongated mouth and nose, you would mistake it for a cat from some directions. Maybe even a mouse, actually. We have got the bright bomber spray. Really like that, digging that one. 200-meter emoticon. Not many people will get to use that, but it will add insult to injury if you do actually end up on the receiving end of it. This skin I really, really like. Reminds me a lot of the Blood Elves from World of Warcraft. And this character is known as Ember. It's part of the Ashen Guard set. Okay. So what does it say? Take steady aim with hands of flame. I can see that getting annoying though. Like if you were aiming down sight and it's coming up, I'm hoping the flames don't interrupt like the reticle when you're using like a sniper or something. I'm sure they'll have thought of that, but we'll see. What's that called? Oh, there isn't really any name for it. We've got power cord as a loading screen. We've got Ember again as a spray, pretty sick. Tiger stripes as a wrap, that's pretty cool. So you have that on the side of your gun. I'm surprised they've given us so many wraps this season. I guess people seem to really like tune into them and seem to buy a lot in the store. We've got the Booty Boy. This is a really, really cool glider. That's all good. And then we've got just our final 2 pages. What do we got? Salty. That's going to get used constantly. They will spray the floor with it. We've got Woodsy Gold. That's like a golden version of our little wooden dog. That's dope. I really like that. Little blue nose as well. What else we got? Master Key. Some of the key art. I like getting some of those. Ballist. What in the world is that? Is that a slinky? No, it's not. It's not, is it? It's for almost like an LMG. It's a load of bullets. That's weird. I don't know if I like that one. Nah, I don't like it. That's not for me. We've got ballistics there. We've got the little, like, diamond loot llama. Remember from the, what was it called again? The high stakes event. That was it. For the almost like capture the flag kind of mode. And then we have this skin, which may become my new main. I do like Codename Elf, but this guy here has even got the headband that my character has worn for years. How can I not use this character? What's it called? Master Key. I'm surprised that this doesn't have... well, it says it does have unlockable styles, but apparently not from challengers. It doesn't want to seem to show us them so far, so that's interesting. We got Angry Volcano with a blast. Does that mean that we'll see the volcano erupt in this season? Maybe. We have this one here as well, which looks sick. Luke's or Luxie is a very, very cool skin, which I don't think we've actually been shown just yet, but I really, really like that one. People have been asking for this for ages as well. I even had this in the Season 7 recap wrap. You see the Yeti or Trog doing the dance for the Star Power dance. But now we finally get the full mix of the song, which I'm sure the musicians in Fortnite will be really excited about. Bam, 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 bam. We all know it by now. We got Dodger. That's really cool. Look at it. Little army helmet. Got that sort of camo going on. It's even inside of a tree trunk. I didn't even realise that. Were all the other ones inside of a tree trunk? Probably. I was just oblivious to it. We've got the Arachnid skin. Pretty cool. The Hoop Master for 95. Sure. That's a bit random, but I'm digging it. I like it. Alright, oh, I tell you what, it looks like Luxie's actually the level 100 skin. We've got the Gemstone wrap, which looks sick, and it's very, very shimmery. Look at it. Really, really shiny. I'm digging that. We have got, oh, I see Master Key's alternate style is at level 99, and you basically get the masked version of him as well. Okay, so that's the only other version of him you get. Interesting. And then, of course, we get Luxie at the very end. Looks really, really cool. And then, do you have, like, the dramatic black and gold at the end? Yeah. Okay, sick. And then it looks like you've got a couple more challenges as well. So before we wrap this video up, let's have a little look at these challenges. And this whole screen has changed entirely, which is incredible. Now, something really important that you might not know about is now when you have these, like, daily challenges, or even, like, the, you know, the weekly ones as well, it seems as though now you can actually select them to have party assist. So this means that when you jump into a match, basically your teammates go into, say, the different pirate camps. If you go to one, your teammate goes to another, so on and so forth. It will count all 4 of them to your challenge. You can only choose 1 to activate per game, but I think that's going to help people fly through things like collect ammo crates in a certain location or open supply drops in a single match. You know what I mean? So that's really, really cool. And there even seems to be discovery challenges as well. So these all feed into the special skin that we'll get a hold of. Stage 1 of 2, complete all challenges from any week. Cool. And then, of course, the skin is for all challenges. Sorry, for a certain number of challenges. And then complete any 11 to get the Season 8 banner icon. Very, very cool. And you can narrow them down to specifically styles as well. So, obviously, older skins from older seasons now have those sort of continuing quests, which is pretty dope. I think I've already completed all of the old ones now. So, I've got my one for... I think, was Omega the first one that they carried through? I think it might have been. But this whole new category screen, really, really cool. We've got some more events, as you'd expect. The locker, looking the same as always. Item shop today, I think, is pretty standard. We've got a spyglass to celebrate the pirate theme, which is pretty sick. So I'm going to go ahead and use my own code, because I'm that kind of guy. Purchase that one. All good. And I tell you what, to wrap this video up, if you haven't seen it just yet, let's go ahead and watch the Season 8 trailer for Fortnite. Let's have a little watch of it. Because normally it boots up the moment that you start the client up, but it didn't seem to do that for me this time around. But I am really sad that we didn't get that ritual to bring everything to life. What's interesting though is it's showing this island having a shore, and then obviously the player is seeing the mountain. So does that mean that maybe they finally carved down the back of the map to now go all the way down to water level? I doubt it. Normally having that sheer drop is how they roll. And out they come. Awesome. So what's interesting here is the prisoners are the ones that are coming out, but in the week 2 loading wallpaper, it's a prisoner stood inside, and he's sent out the hybrid, you know, the reptile skins. I'm surprised Trogs can survive in this climate, honestly. Did they have boogie bombs in their hands? I think they did. And there it is. X marks the spot. Yeah, as we are aware of so far, there is literally nothing to do with treasure maps or treasure to be found inside of Fortnite. And oh my god, I didn't even take a moment to look at this. You might notice as well over on the right hand side, we've got a sneaky look at the brand new cannon as well. So the cannon you're going to be able to launch cannonballs from, or yourself from. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. As soon as I am back from my travels, I'm back like in a week from now, then I'll be sure to jump in and try out all of Season 8 goodness for the very first time. If you want to see a video, basically, you know, checking out the rest of the map, then you'll have to go somewhere else. But either way, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all after my honeymoon. Bye-bye.